Well, that made for a funny video on the last video. But with all the events that happened at the end of last video, I'm not going to take a chance of busting my butt again. So went out, we got a little giant ladder. It extends up to 13 foot. We're going to be doing the roof today, and I'm not getting back on that thing until I put screws in it. It still works, but I don't trust the nails. I'm not going to do that again. But we had to readjust some of this top right here. I had to move the board on the inside back out, and so to have an overlap. That was the error on my part. I read the instructions wrong. It's supposed to have an overlap. Now we got to go and put our roofing material on, but before we do that, there's a piece that goes right here on the front. It's like a trim piece, so it's saying put that on there. That's what our next paper is. I'll set you guys right here. I'll put you guys in the shade for a minute, so until we... Oh, check out Mom's new hat. I love it. It says, never underestimate the power of a mullis. So, I think it's pretty cool. We all got one. It's something that my dad found on his Facebook. It just pops up. I know that probably everybody, it pops up on everybody's Facebook, I guess. It pops up on yours?
I don't go Facebook.
But we bought that on there about a week or two ago, and finally came in. They're pretty cool. So, get you guys back out over here. Today, we're going to work on the Gable Trim. And it's this piece that goes right through here. That's our 2WXs that we used as our spacer boards. So we're going to take our spacer ones, put up on each side, and once we get them screwed on, we got to use, it calls for 41 1/4 inch screws. So we'll get all that done, then we can move on to our roof and get this thing dried in, because we came up here today, even with the tarp on top of it, it still had a lot of water in it. And good thing my brother wasn't standing where I went to pull on this thing, because water went everywhere from this tarp. So I really want to get that done today. Are you touching that thing on your head? Really? Dang, I am too. This is for short people. Ain't it? Is yours touching all the way? Hey, Mom, we're building this for you. Good. I wear my cowboy boots, I'm going to hit the darn top of it. If I stand up straight, I'm hitting it. This is going to be flush to the peak of it, like that one board. I can flush with it. Did it go in? Yeah. Alright, now we're going to go over to this side. Lined up. Okay, you can let go of it. Let's go. I'll hand you the other one.
There's a one down there.
Put that in the same way on the other side. Thank you. Welcome. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, what's your finger?
Hold on.
I'm just going to get started first and we'll adjust it. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Now come over here to the side. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Front side is done. Now we got to go around to the back, do the same thing we just did, but it's going to be a little bit higher up. So I'm going to use a step ladder inside. Cody's going to go around back and hold it up again, and we'll knock that side out right quick.
Hold on. Trying to get the angle, the ladder right.
Hello.
There you go. Hey, Tim.
I don't know that guy's name.
I don't either. Here you go. You want to do this side first? Oh, that's where it is.
Got it lined up?
Yep. You might need to drill it a little more. Yeah.
I'll push against it.
There we go.
Got it on there?
Yep. A little more.
A little more?
Yeah.
I'll push against it. I'll put another one to suck it in. Let me get this over here.
Now it's going to be bugging me all day.
What?
The name of that guy.
And we can't look it up because we ain't got no Wi-Fi. We'll go up there and stand at the top of the hill so we can figure out what the name of the guy on Home Improvement is.
I don't know the kid's name.
I don't know the kid's name, but I know who played him.
I know Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Well,
He played one of them.
I don't know the rest of them.
Okay, we're not going. You will now.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we got this done right here, we're going to go ahead and move up to the next step, which I'm pretty sure will be this part of the roof. I'm not quite sure what it is. I haven't looked at my paper yet, but I'm thinking we'll do one side of the roof. We'll do the lowest side first, because, yeah, we'll just do the lowest side first. And once we get that on, we'll put our little ridge cap thing on top so it don't leak no more, and we'll put our tar paper down. And we'll have that part of the roof done. Then we'll have to go out and buy it calls for shingles on the paper or on the book that we got, but I'm not going to use the shingle for the roof because over time it don't last as long. You'll replace it later and start getting leaks on down the road. I want to put a metal roof on it, so I'm going to go ahead and just put the tar paper down. That'll keep it from leaking into it. At least we'll be dried in, then we can start, after we get the roof done, we can start working on what's going to be inside here, which is pretty cool. It don't look like much, but it's going to have a few things in here that I'm hoping you guys will enjoy watching and see how we do. Is it a good overhang on each end? What's it look like over here? Good. Too far. Right there. Oh, yes, perfect. Well, that was a little bit of a hassle, but we got those on. Now we just got to get the ones on the sides, right over there and over here. And then we can start putting our tar paper down for the top. Then we'll put our trim and our doors, and hopefully we'll get all that done today. So all the building part of it will be finished. Then we'll just have to worry about what we're going to do inside it. So we'll just get the main parts of it built, put the trim on, put the doors on, get the tar paper up top, and we'll call it a day. And I know the videos here lately, the last two videos really, didn't really have us doing anything besides working on this. So I know it's a little bit different of a video. They're still, I think they're entertaining. But it's us working on this, and I thought, hey, let's go ahead and do the whole video of working on this, and then later on we'll put up a time lapse of the whole build. We'll get back to our regular video the way we normally do them a little bit later on after the build's over. Then we'll get back to doing the way we used to with the animals and whatever we're doing that day. So we'll go ahead and get this finished. We got two little smaller ones that we got to put on now. But this outside, pretty much self-explanatory. Instead of showing you the paper, I'll just show you the boards. Got these two short ones. Make sure, yeah. We got those two short ones we're going to use. For the outside, we're just going to put them up there, tack them in, and move on to something new. I ain't stupid. Where did you get those? 4th of July. I'm not stupid, man. Jeez, I heard the smoke. I knew what it was. If you just threw one and just chucked it beside me, it probably would have scared me.
Probably scared
you notice when that happened, everybody over there at the water park got quiet. So,
hey,
it's one way to shut them up. Throw some firecrackers out. It worked, Cody. Now we got some peace and quiet for a little bit.
firecracker echo in there. One of those.
Now we got to put tar paper on. That shouldn't be too hard to do. We'll put in a community tab later. This is just primered, but what color do you guys think would be? You go ahead and leave in the comments down below, and we'll, out of the best comments and what colors are the best, we'll put them in a community tab, on a poll and we'll see what color we should paint this. I want the trim to be a different color than the whole building. So if you guys got some good ideas, leave down in the comments below, because we are going to paint this thing later. But let's go ahead and get on to what we're doing. Right now we're putting the trim pieces on. Got a longer one and a shorter one here. The shorter one goes on this side and the longer one goes on the outside here. So the way we're doing it, I want this one to kind of overlap this one on the side, so it's going to look like this from behind. And from the side you'll see where it's seamed up, but after you paint it, it won't be that bad. Like that. Can't see nothing from the sun. Mom, let me borrow your hat. That's better. I can see now. Battery's about to die on the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on charge. I'm going to finish up the last bit of the trim here, and we will charge up the camera battery for a while, and put on the front doors, and we'll have a dried-in dried-in outhouse. And looking over it, I have made a couple mistakes, but like I said, first building, it happens. I can always fix something later if it's a major screw up. But what I should have done here, I should have made this flush with this. I guess I didn't read it correctly, or I interpreted it wrong. But I'm hoping that it'll still work out with the doors. There's a temporary support we got to put at the bottom of our building here. We got to put it down the bottom, right down here. Right down here. There's that. And what I was telling you a minute ago about, here, I'll take you guys off here for a second. What I was telling you, there's a gap right there. And if I would have moved that over just another little bit, it would have got rid of that gap. Well, that's exactly how much I got right here. I guess I really wasn't paying attention, but it's a building. It's still standing. Nothing's hurt on it. So, and I'm learning, so. You learn from your mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you never learn. Yep, messed up. From here to there is 56 1/8, but from here to here is 54. You know, it's 55 1/8. I'm an inch off. Well, what I wound up doing, instead of just trying to cut it and it not doing right, I just took the board out. I cut another board at 68 and 3/16, which is the length from here to here. You guys got a lot of dust on you. See if I can get some of that off of there for you. Is that better? There you go. So, I'm going to knock this in here where it's flush, the way it should have been in the first place. And then I'm going to nail everything back in. So, right now we're going to knock the bottom over. That's right there. I'm going to knock this top. Right, knock that in at the top. Alright, now, knock it. Alright. See it down here. Alright, I'm going to knock it flush. Top one's flush.
Bottom link.
Bottom one's, look, I'm going to get it flush with the wall. I can zip that off a little bit later. Maybe it's not flush. There we go. I'll zip that off in a little bit. But it's flush with this wall. So you push against this stud. Right here at the bottom, well, I'm going to go ahead and put these nails back in it. And hold that one. I'm going to put a 3-inch nail here at the bottom. I think I got one I can nail by hand. Then I'm going to put one of the 3-inch nails right down here and nail it in this way. Oh, that's too close. Put it right over here. And it should go through. Then I'll hold that on. Now I'm going to do the same for the top. That board ain't going nowhere. Now we'll go through. Oh, I can't sit on that thing. And nail our 2-inch ones back in wherever they are. Then we'll knock that board out. And we'll get this door in today. Alright. Now we're going to do the same thing to this one over here. I know it, hair looks different, man. I've been out here sweating. Had to go inside and just dash some water on me. Thinking about going to the creek, going for a swim. I just loosen up a couple like this right here. Pry it over a little bit. Don't want to pry too much because this is particle board. And I don't want it to mess up my board, so I'm doing it as gently and as lightly as I can. I don't want it to mess up anything worse than what I've already done here. And you can see when I was trying to cut this out right here, and it kept hitting the nails on my saw blade and all that, so I said, might as well just go ahead and just knock this thing out and then toenail it down at the bottom and put brand new ones in. So, if I cut just 1/8 of an inch longer than what I want for my what I measure, then it comes out perfect. It's a tight seal. And it works. So. like I said before, you learn from your mistakes. I told my brother, I said, he wasn't here that day when I built the front part. And then I must have read the schematics wrong, or the blueprints wrong. He's better at reading that stuff than me. And today he is telling me what I done wrong. And he was right. Maybe we can just...
Oh.
There we go. Move it on over.
Did he leave?
No, he's still sitting there.
Oh, I think enough.
As you can see, that looks a whole lot better with it flush up to it. Fix my mistake, it happens. We're going to do this Cody's way. Probably work out a whole lot darn better. Alright, move your hand. Let's see where this one is.
Like it.
I got it. That's good?
Yeah.
Ready? Now we'll get one for the top. Close it and see if it... Well, I'll close it and see if it works. Well, they're a little close, but I'd rather it be tight like that than real loose. So we're gonna take these spacers. We're gonna take these spacers off anyway. So I think it will work out fine. You guys missed a little something because I was letting the battery charge up. I really ought to buy me another battery. So we're going to go ahead and put the weather stripping stuff on here, which is this one. We already got this one done, which is this board right here. We offset that one about 3/4 of an inch. Now on this one we got to set it off 3/4 of an inch this way so to overlap each other. We got that door where it's latching down at the bottom. It's pretty much staying there. Had to drill a couple holes. The next thing it's calling for is the door handle here. So we're going to go ahead and put that door handle on, and we'll be able to lock it. We'll be able to store our tools in it until we get ready to work in it and make our composting outhouse. I know there's been a lot of questions about how we're going to go about doing our compost outhouse. It's not going to be just an outhouse. I know a few people say, man, that's going to be a mighty big outhouse. Yeah, but we got other plans that we're going to use for it. It's going to be bathroom related. I'm not going to say too much more, but we got some stuff inside the cabin. If you've been with us for a good while now, you pretty much know what's in here and what we're going to use. We've brought some stuff from the house down here to store until we got this. We've had this plan for a while what we're going to do up here. So we brought that down here. Everything that we're going to put in here is in the cabin, and it's at the little shed at the house. We're going to move my bike out of there. We're going to move it out. We're going to get the stuff out from there that we can bring down here, and we can start working on this. But main thing next We'll just go ahead and get the door handle on. You timed that perfectly, because as soon as I went back out here, pop! I said, that worked out pretty well right there. That. Now for the back part here, I'm going to go inside and then put that on. That's where it's going to be right here. We'll go ahead and lock her down real tight. And now our door work. There we go. And it is now dried in. And we can lock some tools up if we want to leave them out here and overnight, instead of opening up the cabin and cluttering it all up, because we're going to have to clean the cabin out soon so we can do some work in there. When it starts cooling off and it starts getting winter time, our main project that we want to focus on is going to be this cabin. We're going to try to repurpose it and do as much as we can with it this winter. We want to stouten up that back wall where the chimney fell, and hopefully by winter time our little friend that's in there won't be in there. Maybe little remnants of shed skin and stuff like that, but he won't be in there. That's what I'm waiting on. I don't like snakes. So, but I'm glad this is done. We got it dried in. I'm happy about that. Now, I said earlier in the video, leave some comments down below on what color you think we should paint this. I want this trim color to be, oh, trim. There's one more thing I gotta do before I end today's video. I want this trim color to be different than the main building color. So, I want it to be a two-tone building, like red and white or whatever color. Just put down a comment below, and whoever the best comments, the best colors that we think might look good together, we will put down in the community tab, and we will paint this. We'll put a poll out, and you can vote on what color you think would be best for this building. So, hopefully, all of what we got planned to work out good for this. But we got one more thing we got to do now that I'm looking at it. There's one more trim piece. So, I got to open it back up, put the trim piece on, but I'm going to go ahead and do the video closing right now. So, if you like today's video, go ahead and give it a like, share it, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. When you share the video, it really helps the channel grow. My brother's distracting me. But other than that, we hope you enjoyed today's video. I tried to get all of it done yesterday, me and my brother. We got all the roof done. I'm glad he was here to help this weekend. And like I said before, if he was here to help me on this front wall, I wouldn't have messed up like I did, but it was an easy fix once we started thinking about how we go about to fix it. Once we get done with everything on the top of this, from the building wise, we'll get back to our regular videos the way we normally do them, with the animals and the eating and stuff like that. I just thought that you guys might have wanted to see, since you voted on it, this video of this build. And leave down in the comments below if you want to see a time lapse of the whole process of the flooring, the walls, and everything put up. So let me know if you want to see something like that. We got this one piece that I skipped over that I got to nail up, and it goes right up here above thing. So I'm just going to end the video of me doing that. Hope you guys liked it. So, and I hope you guys stay tuned to see what we got planned for the inside of this. It's going to be a little bit different than what you think. That's all I'm saying. Blinded by the light. Look like a dude. Slap me, boy.